join us. Nate is the founder of Rubicon, a waste and recycling company operating in all 50 states and 20 countries. He is also the founder and chairman of Morris Industries and the chairman of Republic Financial. Welcome, Nate.
All right. I am so glad to see that Mitch McConnell bothered to show up today. But you know, I'm really confused. I thought this was Fancy Farm. I didn't realize this was Bring Your Boys to Work Day. It's great to be with you all. My name is Nate Morris, and I'm a trash man. You know, a lot of people thought I wouldn't show up today, but I would never miss an opportunity to be right here in West Kentucky. I love this Commonwealth. My family's been here for 9 generations. We descended from Morgan County. And the 10th generation, my little man, JR, was born just a couple weeks ago. And just so, I want to thank the folks here at St. Jerome's for such a tremendous Kentucky tradition. When I launched my campaign for the United States Senate, I led with 3 things that I want everyone to remember me by. Number 1, I'm an America First conservative who supports Donald Trump 100% of the time. I'm an entrepreneur who built a trash company right here in Kentucky and took it public on the New York Stock Exchange. And number 3, I'm gonna trash Mitch McConnell's legacy. It's funny, you know, the third one is pissing off a lot of people, but I have a serious question. Who here can honestly tell me that it's a good thing to have a senior citizen who freezes on national television during his press conferences as our U.S. Senator? It seems to me, maybe, just maybe, Mitch's time to leave the Senate was a long time ago. I mean, for goodness sakes, a lot of us here at this picnic talked a lot of smack about Joe Biden and how old he was and how out of touch he was with the American people. So why is it that you all get so defensive when I talk about a man who's older than Biden, just as mentally compromised, and holds the same positions on Biden on amnesty, Ukraine funding, and his hatred for Trump? Here's another one that gets me. Take immigration, for example. I said we ought to deport all the 20 million illegal immigrants Joe Biden let invade our country. And Andy Barr, he got really upset. He calls me a nativist. He said we need legal immigrants to stay here so they can work jobs for lower wages, taking opportunity away from American workers. You know, I think deporting people who broke our laws is only common sense. But I guess that's controversial to a guy who funded Congress's latest attempt at mass amnesty. I shouldn't be surprised, though. Andy Barr is a fully owned subsidiary of Mitch McConnell, who worked with Democrats to try and pass amnesty, which is an important lesson for anyone voting in this Republican primary. For the first time since I was born, we have a chance to replace Mitch McConnell here in the Commonwealth with someone who's going to support our president in a state he won by 30 points instead of sabotaging him every chance they get. But just because Mitch McConnell's name is not on the ballot doesn't mean his legacy is not on the line. Which brings me to the McConnell boys. If you want to know how Andy Barr or Daniel Cameron are going to act in the U.S. Senate, look no further than their mentor, Mitch McConnell. Both of these guys are very proud to tell you they wouldn't have careers if it weren't for Mitch. Neither of these guys have built anything, done anything impactful, employed anyone, but boy, did they know how to take direction from a decrepit old mob boss. I mean, where would you be without Mitch McConnell? Andy and Daniel, you know, today might be the perfect day to break some real news here. Perhaps you could both show us the seat of your britches so we can finally understand where Mitch McConnell's hand goes. Daniel, I gotta be honest, it's really good to see you doing what you do so well, sitting on the bench and watching the action play out. A few years ago, right here on this stage, Daniel joked that Mitch McConnell was his wife's grandfather. Well, I've got some breaking news for you all. I just received the DNA results, and it turns out Mitch McConnell is not your wife's grandfather. But in fact, Mitch McConnell, Daniel, is your daddy. I don't know if you saw, but President Trump recently commented about what an absolutely stupid, brainless idea cashless bail is. Don't worry, though, Daniel. I'm sure he'll forget all about it, just like you shielded for cashless bail for years. And I'm sure he's going to forget you told the press you couldn't think of a single thing you disagreed with Mitch McConnell. And I'm sure he's going to forget you managed to choke like a dog and lose the general election to Andy Beshear in our Commonwealth in a state that Trump won by 30 points. And then we have Andy Barr. To sum up the internal battle for Andy Barr, I would say this. We need to keep an eye on what disappears first, Andy's support for Mitch or his hairline. I'm just kidding. Actually, what's disappearing faster is his chance of ever becoming a United States Senator. I like to rag on Andy, but I gotta give him some credit. He did something very, very smart, setting up his bank account in Kiev, and his campaign treasurer is Vladimir Zelensky. I know, but that's why Mitch McConnell keeps sending him checks. God bless you, and God bless Kentucky.